there's a bunch of Sports Illustrated swimsuit models there. You might not recognize them out of the swimsuit, but I'm told that's who they are. And welcome to the Closing Bell Report. And it's Rob Williams from Newsmax, Deputy Financial Editor, of course. And let's check the closing numbers before we show you Rob Williams' equally as appealing persona. And the Dow down today, 61 points, although it was up for the week, a 3.8% gain. The NASDAQ down 21, and the S&P down 8. And Rob, this comes, of course, on the day where we had the jobs numbers, 275, a bit more than ADP predicted, and revisions upward of other months that maybe spooked the market a little bit that things are going too well.
Well, right. Keeping with that good news is bad news kind of theme, I think that's what we saw here, is that the jobs market was much stronger. They were looking for 230,000 jobs. They got 30,000 more than that. And so that sets the stage for higher interest rates, most likely. Now people are pushing the date forward, possibly in June. Is when they're looking.
That is very, very exciting. And of course, as you mentioned, 257,000 and December and November were revised up. I think we also had maybe even an earlier month revised up as well. But it was kind of a, not a big move either way on the day. That was up for a bunch of the early session and then down. You did have oil. Again, a slight move, slightly up on oil as well. Do you think we've reached that bottom? I mean, is it leveling out around 50 and we're going to go from there?
Well, a lot of people are paying attention now to the rig count, where they take a survey to see how many rigs are in operation.
What if the rig doesn't answer? I had to get
I had to get that in. Okay. Well, and the rig count has declined because with oil prices falling, people aren't making money, so they're taking these rigs out of operation. Less oil's being pumped, and so people are looking at that as maybe
less supply,
demand. Putting in a floor. Although we did get a report this week that our oil supplies are at 80-year highs. So so I think this is kind of forward-looking to see what'll happen.
What always surprises me about Wall Street is the slightest little rumor or news just moves it in one direction or the other when you'd think they'd be smart. Like you just said, the rig thing might be one thing, but we just heard that the supplies are at an all-time high. So what? But anyway, that's Wall Street. We had some significant movement in individual stocks that have great popularity, such as Twitter. They had good earnings. They were up 16%. LinkedIn, a new high of $273 a share. They went up 11%. And those are the ups. Let's talk about those for a second.
Yeah, both of those companies, they're in the social media space, and they reported much better than expected earnings for the last quarter, and their revenue was quite strong. So
that'll do it. That'll move it up. But GoPro, Expedia, Pandora, all down.
All those declined. Well, that's the opposite story. Their revenue missed estimates for the most part, and their outlook wasn't too strong.
And Radio Shack, they're reorganizing. But what do they reorganize into?
Well, they have 4,000.
I should say they filed for bankruptcy as part of their reorganization.
Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy. They have 4,000 stores. About half of those are going to be closed, and this hedge fund is going to move in and operate about 1,800 of those.
And turn them into movie theaters and strip clubs? I mean, I don't know. What are they going to do?
Well, they're going to work with Sprint to rebrand them as Sprint, co-branded Sprint stores to promote. Because Sprint probably needs more retail space.
We'll see how that works out. Rob Williams, Newsmax Deputy Financial Editor. And, of course, if you want to take control of your financial future, check out moneynews.com. Live 24/7. I don't know. I see little pieces to a puzzle with people on them. Don't know what it is, but you'll find out by going to moneynews.com. Rob, we'll see you Monday, and thank you. Up next, it's Gimme 5, and you're not going to want to miss this one. Do you know who Paul McCartney is? How about Mick Jagger? Stay tuned.